Ashley Stokes joins me now on Your Sport Swindon. Ashley, thanks for joining me. We're here at training tonight at Swindon Rugby Club ahead of the season, which is coming up on Saturday, and an away meeting with Grove. Your thoughts of the season ahead?
Just looking forward to getting into it now. We've had a tough pre-season. Grove are always going to be a physical side, especially to start going to their place. Doing the double on them last year, they're going to want to come out swinging at us. So I just want to get into it now. Summer, running, sweating. That's not what forwards enjoy.
How hard has pre-season been, both training-wise and in the matches you played?
It's not been too bad for out-and-out running compared to other pre-seasons, because Mike Panaho's come in and stepped up as head coach now. So he's really changed the dynamic of how we want to play a quicker game, bringing in a lot of new moves. Well, everything's new for us. So it's been a lot of fitness within gameplay. So conditioned games, just so we can get everything swinging, everyone on the same page, everything going. And I think, looking at the two pre-season games we've had so far, then what Mike's brought in's really starting to work now. We've still got a few handling errors that we need to sort out, but we've got a week now, a week to really switch on, sort it out. But it's been tough, like the pre-season games, because we've had such a big squad. It was nice Thursday night against Scob to actually have the first hour, which was a first team squad, and really try and put it on as a team. And then the second and thirds were to get this third was to get our seconds and thirds to run out, which is really good. And actually they showed that they're playing some great rugby, like the offload games, and I saw the highlight video today. And actually they put us to shame at some points, but no, it's looking really good as a whole outfit now. Everyone's been involved through pre-season, and it hasn't been like a first team, second team, third team. So we've really actually brought everyone in. Everyone's bought into it, so that obviously through the seasons injuries happen, so people can step up from the threes to the twos to the ones, and we can really kick on.
Great. Sounds like there's great strength in depth there. And now last season was your first season with the club. So first and foremost, tell us why you came to Swindon initially, and then how you found last season.
I met Tommy, the captain, in the summer, playing for Swindon St George League, and he said just come across, because I was already looking at trying to find a new home to try and improve myself. So I come here, had a run out, and it just all sort of clicked. And I never expected to start the first game last year, but that's how it happened, and I haven't looked back. And now I sort of feel like I'm part of the inner core, and no, it's good. And I like bossing people around when we're out there, and it's good to actually then pass a bit of knowledge on, the little bit of knowledge I have, to pick up moves and lead stuff. Like we say, when people aren't about, we can all step in. We all know everything. And then it was quite nice being new last year, because all through the first part of the season I'd never played anyone, so there wasn't like, especially at loose head, it wasn't like a big tight head that I was going to come up against. I go, what am I going to do against him? Because everyone was fresh, didn't know who was good and who wasn't. Soon found out, but no, it was a pretty good year. And the Swindon set piece to the second half of last year, it was strong all year, but the second half it was unreal. And in the pre-season games it's been the same. So that's one of our main things that we really want to pride ourselves on, especially as forwards. That's our bread and butter. But it was tough. It was tough coming in, especially at the start of last year, because like everyone said, like what would it be like and what is it like? It's the speed of the game, and no different. Like talking to some guys I know previously, when they played up against us and stuff, like a few guys from Scob, it's the speed of the game, and that's where some teams struggle, because it's when you get promoted, because it's hard to take a whole team. You can take like one player out and I come and join here and I can fit in, but it's hard to take a team. But it was chucking at the deep end, but we got there.
And obviously you mentioned last season and how tough it was for the first part of the season, and in the end Swindon found themselves in a bit of a relegation scrap, and then produced such an amazing finish to the season.
Yeah, Christmas we were in a dire situation. We were bottom two, looking down the barrel of the gun. we didn't particularly play awfully, but we just weren't finishing games, and we bonus point losses did help us, but nobody likes to come away with a bonus point loss. So yeah, we really had to kick on over the Christmas break, and then we come out against Newbury, had a strong game. We started to have a bit of belief in ourselves, and everything just started clicking. Where before Christmas, possibly some handling errors that wouldn't have happened, passes would have come off. So yeah, it was really tough going into Christmas, especially like being in that situation, especially being new to the club as well, where the club's been a prominent team within the league, and yeah, you sort of sit down and go, is it me? Is that what's going on? But no, and then like I say, after Christmas, yeah, we really kicked on, and I think we only lost 2 games, drew 1. Yeah, it was unreal. It was great to be part of, and that's really what we want to take into this year. We have to take into this year, because if we know we've got it at the tail end of the season, like we said, our strength in depth can finish the season for us. So as long as we can get kicking this half, we'll be all right.
Obviously, there's a new coach in place this year, but he's still a familiar place because he was, the right-hand man of Sean Lynn last year. What's his vision? What's he said to the players, and what are the aims for this season?
His biggest thing is we've got to play. We've got to play things, so keep the ball alive. Be physical, be aggressive, but measured. So when it needs to come. But no, and especially like the dynamic around the park, it's completely different for us. The way we split up and the way we play, it's it's completely different to anything I've played, but it seems to work for us. We've got the ability within the team, and yeah, the forwards will work off the backs, and as long as we can get them clean ball, saw last year they can finish.
And looking at the league and the other teams in the league, who do you think are the main rivals? Obviously, you're still a relative newcomer, I suppose, but who do you look at and think that's going to be a tough game?
Well, it's always, after last year, you only have to see the buzz around the club. It's always going to be Bassett. But no, there's so many teams that we got, isn't there? There's Chippenham, Salisbury. There's everyone in Wiltshire's in this league now, so it's going to be every weekend's going to be tough. Everyone's local. Everyone's no different to Westy said it the last half of last season. Everyone's a derby. Everyone's a derby, and we can. That's how we go into it. That's how we look at it, and that's how we can get the result.
And how much are you looking forward to that first kick-off?
Oh, it's unreal. It's always a hesitant first thing to stand there, but no. As soon as he kicks off, it's mindset. You're in the game. Like I say, just want to get into it now. We've had three or 4 months off, and there's only so much running and everything else we can do. We just want to get into it, and then the season rolls then, and then we see where we are. That first game against Grove, that's when we see where we are when we come up against a good opposition.
Well, fingers crossed for a flying start at Grove and a very successful season. We wish you all the very best of luck for the season ahead.
Thank you.
Thank you. Cheers, buddy. Top man.